Sorry, what was your name?
Well,
you can give a fake name.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. What's up, Anon? So why are you out here, man?
I'm out here because I think that this is something that has to be done. It had to be done, and it had to hit people's pocketbooks.
Totally. I agree with that 100%.
There's a lot of lack of empathy in the world, and they seem to only evoke this stir until it actually hit them in the most individual sense of that word. And I think we're building that individual sense so that therefore we can actually create some democratic process so that we can actually hear each other out. Instead of having to, in a digital age, we're picking up information so much faster than our electric can handle. And as much as I actually support our legislature, I think that it is very outdated with how it responds to the public in a digital age.
So would you be down for more like direct control now that we have the technology for it?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, things like abolishing the electoral college, that kind of thing?
You know, I don't think that I know enough about how the effects of destroying the electoral college would be. So at the moment, I probably wouldn't go that far.
Right. No, that's cool. It's cool. So, what do you think about you know? I mean, obviously you hear the whole Occupy LA thing. What do you say to people that put all of their faith in electing our president and who are now disappointed because he didn't actually do anything? Like, what do you say to those people that go, you know, I voted, nothing changed, and they're all the same, you know? Because I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of it's just two sides of the same criminal cabal, you know, blue, red, left, right.
I'm an optimist, and that's not exactly the world that we live in all the time. I believe that the Goldman Sachs people that are in Obama's back pocket are there because he needs to be reelected.
Right.
He ran on a platform that he cannot actually give us, and I'm an optimist to believe that he actually wanted it.
You don't think he actually wanted it?
Yeah,
like it was
he actually wanted it. To completely go 180 on the Patriot Act.
Yeah, totally.
To go pretty much 180 on these wars. Shows something that I think he, in a new campaign and a new debate, would to not be vulnerable at that debate and honest would show a lot about Obama, I think.
Right.
Because I think that those are necessary actions that he needs to explain. As I think it was Eisenhower who brought up the military complex.
Totally.
So I mean, he doesn't even bring that up, and I think that that's something that maybe he's saying to us. We need to do something about it. He said, "Yes, we can." And I'm an optimist. I have to believe that I know we can. You know?
Totally. All right. So what do you say to people at home who are watching this on TV and not really motivated to come out?
I tell them to come out.
Come out.
Find motivation. Think about what
it could be you, right? You know, you have the 99, and they say, well, I'm someone who hasn't been able to find a job in 99 weeks. Well, it's like it could be you. You know, you could get laid off next week. You know, it's like don't think that you're secure just because you have a job and a house. It's like that shit can disappear really quick, right?
Yes.
That's my take on it. I mean,
well, I think that the numbers world that we live in is something that scares people, honestly. They don't like looking at the facts. We live in a world where the facts are only explained through partisan heads. And if we don't believe, and in the world that we live in, if the partisan head doesn't tell you the way to think, then you're stuck. You're stuck in fear. And I'm pretty much here to show that I'm not scared.
Right on.
That what we need to do is not have that fear, because with fear, it clutters the mind. And by being able to stand where you are with some presence, being present in this moment, we can have some clear thoughts that is vital. Vital for the last 13 to 10 years. We needed this.
Right on, man. Yeah. Right on. All right. How you doing? So you're manning the food table?
Well, snack table.
Snack table?
Now.
Let's get a shot of that. And this is all stuff that people have come and donated to the Occupy LA cause.
Yeah, they're currently working on actually getting some kitchen food made so that we can get 3 meals a day organized out here.
Got some cocktail fruit, some watermelon, strawberry jam. So hey, tell me a little bit, like, why are you out here, man?
I'm a bottle of water, please, gentlemen.
Right over here in this cooler. I'm out here because I spent a long time fighting to fix other countries' problems.
I noticed you're a veteran, right?
Yeah, I served in Iraq, and
right on.
I just got to the point where I was like, I couldn't serve anymore.
So you're not active duty anymore?
No. I got out about 2 years ago.
Right on.
And I took a look around this country, and I was like, why do I have my friends and my brothers dying in Iraq and Afghanistan for their problems, and nobody's trying to fix the problems here? So I heard about Occupy Wall Street, and followed that a little bit and heard about this, and I've seen how it's exploded across the country, and I'm like, finally the people are trying to fix the problems here.
Right on.
It's and I took a vow to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now, corporate America is an enemy of the United States. It's an enemy of the people.
You're here, man.
So it is, I feel it's my duty to be here and help fight that fight, help do my part. So
cool. So what would you say to people at home who are watching all this unfold and not really, what do you have to say? Like what would you like to actually happen? The result of this process.
My best thing to say is stop sitting at home and complaining to yourself and your loved one and complaining to your children, and get out and do something. Occupy, America, Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Los Angeles. This is all about getting out and getting your voice heard and having an opinion. It's, we are 99% of the population, and we're dissatisfied, and it's time to come out and have somebody actually listen, because they are listening. They are getting a list of what people want to have happen to fix this country, and we are, out here making it happen. We're in front of City Hall, Los Angeles right now.
Right on.
And, we're gonna stay out here. So the guys that work upstairs are gonna have no choice but to see and hear what we're saying.
Cool. All right, how you doing? And what's your name?
Name is P.T. Rothschild.
How you doing, P.T. Rothschild?
I'm a writer for TimCal.com, Temecula Calendar.
Awesome. So why are you out here today, man?
Well, I'm out here because we're all out here for the same reason. We all have different causes, but we're all getting screwed by the same 400 people on the planet.
Right, ain't that the truth?
So, it's time for people to start looking out of their own backyards to see that everybody's backyard is getting dumped on. And that's why I'm out here. Plus, I'm covering the story for the folks back home.
Oh, that's cool. So where is back home exactly?
Temecula, California.
Temecula. Right on. Cool. So, what would you say would be the best case scenario? Like, let's say that, we get everything we want, the protesters. What exactly would that be?
Well, for me, it would be end all the wars, including the drug war. That's bullshit.
Totally.
Get rid of the Fed, because that's a privately owned cartel. And I'd like to see this country get off fiat currency and actually start issuing money coinage that's based on the country, not based on borrowing,
right?
Where everything you get comes with interest. You can never pay that back.
Right.
It's a fool's errand to think you can. This country was sold out in 1913. That's when the revolution really happened. And it wasn't televised because there was no television in 1913.
Right.
So this is really a rebellion. We're trying to take back the country from the few people who own it. And of course all the politicians. So let me ask you this. Do you think that Barack Obama is the first black president?
Well, yeah. Well, in a sense, yeah. I mean, he's
okay.
Black man. I mean,
that's all. That is bullshit,
right.
And Obama knows it because the people who put him into power are the Treasury people.
Right.
They're the same people who put the picture of the first black president on a $2 bill. His name is John Hanson, and I happen to have a $2 bill on him.
Hey, right on. You don't see those very often.
No, you don't. And there's a reason for that. They don't want you to know the truth.
Right.
But here you go. I don't know if you can zoom in on this guy. But there he is.
Yeah.
He's 2 people over from the guy in the hat.
Oh, that comes out rather nicely, actually.
That's John Hanson. That's the first black president of this country. Now, it was the 13th Continental Congress, or the colonies. It wasn't the United States. But he was the first president elected. George Washington wasn't the first. He was about the 7th or 8th.
That's true. He was because of the Continental Congress, right?
And John Hanson was a Moor, which means he was a Muslim.
Right.
So, let the teabaggers dunk that.
So what would you say, all right, speaking of Obama, because I know it seemed like the movements that got him elected kind of went to sleep as soon as he moved into the White House, and they thought he was going to do all the stuff for us, and he didn't do it. Now they're disappointed. Well, what do you say to those people?
What I say to those people is, first of all, you have to understand politics is a game. It's not about how many votes you get. It's about making the other guy look like shit.
Totally.
Okay? So what they did was, they gave us Bush, who just shit on the country, got all these wars started, brought up the false flag World Trade Center. By the way, I just posted a story on TimCal called the 9/11 Money Carrot. Go there and you can see where the money started.
Was that timcal.com?
Yeah, timcal.com.
Right.
TEMCAL.
Right on.
Short for Temecula Calendar.
I'll put a little link to it in there.
Excellent. But that's where all the money started from. So what you have to understand is, when they put him in, when they gave us Bush, he was like the punch to the gut.
Right.
Then Obama comes along and he's the uppercut.
Right.
Because what's the best way to show a guy for change? Give somebody who looks completely different and put the words in his mouth. Do you know who picked Obama out for his first public job?
Who?
Kissinger.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, I've been following this stuff. Anonymous, the Occupy scene. Tim Cal covers the underground stuff, underground music, the truth about organized religion, which I'm still posting stuff on that, and politics.
I'll definitely check it out.
All righty.
All right. That was great.
Thank you.
That was great, man. Thanks.